Peter Navarro. We have a lot to talk about tonight, including Wikileaks publishing new emails showing that the interim head of the DNC, Donna Brazile, may need a new interim head. She leaked not one, but at least 2 debate questions to Hillary Clinton. Why did Hillary Clinton let her do that? And the revelation has cost Brazile in a very big way. We'll have that story and the details coming up here this hour. Our top story tonight, the White House rejecting Harry Reid, Hillary Clinton, and attacks from other flip-flopping Democrats, now displeased with FBI Director James Comey. Press Secretary Josh Earnest today said that President Obama still believes Comey is a man of integrity.
I'll neither defend nor criticize what Director Comey has decided to communicate to the public about this investigation. The President believes that Director Comey is a man of integrity, he's a man of principle, and he's a man of good character.
And with that, the Justice Department has just sent a letter to Congress assuring lawmakers it will dedicate all necessary resources to quickly review the new Clinton emails, some 650,000 of them. Those emails belonging to Clinton aide Huma Abedin. They've been loaded onto a special computer program that will allow analysts to determine whether they contain classified emails or are copies of messages already read or otherwise of interest to the investigators. A source close to Anthony Weiner's legal team tells Brett Baer that it seems the laptop containing those emails was used to back up his estranged wife's smartphone contacts in the process. The computer apparently backed up all of the emails as well. Some breaking news tonight. New reports the FBI is conducting what is called a preliminary inquiry into Donald Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort. At issue, Manafort's business ties to Russia. There were reports back in August that Manafort had been a key player in a multi-million-dollar business proposition with Russian and Ukrainian oligarchs, one of them a close Putin ally with alleged ties to organized crime. And joining us tonight to assess what has been an extraordinary 72 hours, the past full week of the presidential campaign, extraordinary by any standard, joining us, Deputy Campaign Manager for Donald Trump, David Bossie. David, good to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Lou.
Let's start with the sudden announcement by Harry Reid that there were problems and that Paul Manafort apparently was the person he was referring to for Donald Trump's connections. What's going on here?
You know, this is just Harry Reid playing politics. He's a crony of Barack Obama's and Hillary Clinton's. This has zero to do with Donald Trump. It has absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump or our campaign. Mr. Trump severed ties with Paul Manafort many months ago. These are really questions for Mr. Manafort.
Did these ties have anything to do with their party?
With
these allegations of ties with Russian oligarchs, Ukrainian oligarchs?
We have no knowledge of any of these this investigation or of Mr. Manafort's activities.
Well, let's talk about some polls then.
Sure.
Because the polls, you say that with glee, but since Friday, a major revision in these numbers, a return in the battleground states, Georgia, Nevada, North Carolina, Florida. I mean, these numbers have really tightened.
Absolutely.
What is your sense from your internal polling? Is it going to get tighter?
You know, the public polling and our internal polling is showing the same thing. Hillary Clinton is waning and Donald Trump is on the rise. We're winning. We are expanding our map. We're on the offense. Hillary Clinton's on defense, playing very safe in her safe areas. Donald Trump is, as you were just saying, we're going to win Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, and Iowa. That's our path to victory. And then, as you were just saying, Donald Trump is campaigning in traditionally blue states. States that Republicans very rarely, since the 80s, have really competed in. New Hampshire, Pennsylvania.
It's extraordinary to see Mr. Trump campaigning in Michigan. This is really remarkable.
Donald Trump's bringing his message of hope, growth, and opportunity. The jobs, jobs, jobs. His number one issue is to bring jobs to the American people, and that's what the blue-collar, average voter in Michigan, in Wisconsin, in Nevada, in New Mexico are hearing, and they're turning out by the tens of thousands to his rallies, where Hillary Clinton is getting much, much smaller crowds. Our enthusiasm is through the roof. We're going to Election Day on offense, and we're excited about it.
Do you suppose right now that we're going to find out before the election what's in these 650 emails? I know that Kellyanne Conway has called for that. I know Governor Pence has called for that.
Sure.
What's the view?
Well, first of all, my background is a little bit different as an investigator. Hillary Clinton's asked for and demanded James Comey to release things she knows he can't release. That's the political ploy of it all. Well, he can't release that. He cannot.
But she could, right?
Well, she can. That's not the issue. She could release.
Well, that is the issue.
No.
She wants them.
But she's playing a political game, Lou. She's saying James Comey should release us all and tell the American people everything. She understands that he can't do that under the rules, that it would actually jeopardize whatever kind of criminal case they would be bringing against her.
Well, again, I'm just going to repeat it. If she wants to know what's in there,
she and Huma Abedin
what you're really saying is she knows what's in there, but knows that she doesn't have to worry about it coming out.
And
what if she's wrong?
Look, this has come back to bite them, Lou. You and I have been talking about this for 2 years. The litigation strategy to get the emails out of the State Department. That's what we've been talking about for 2 years, right? This has come back to bite them. If they had disgorged everything a year ago, 6 months ago, they wouldn't be having this conversation. Instead, they tried to hide the ball and tried to get one over on the American people, and that's what happens.
Now, it has definitely blown up. There's another little matter that they might have avoided, and that would be illegally setting up a private email server to conduct official business and carry on classified communications. That might have been also helpful to their cause.
I would think so.
David, I know it's been quite a week for you, and it's going to be I have a feeling it's going to get even more interesting at this rate.
We're having fun.
You got it. David, thanks so much for being with us. David Bossie.
Thanks for having me.
Border Patrol agents now say